Hey there, it's Sarah, and today I'm back with another mini clay kit video. You guys really seem to like the last one. I'm gonna link it below, and I think that this was the one that got the most votes for number 2 in the series. If not, it's just the one that I wanted to do. In case you didn't see the first episode, the air dry clay in these kits is not the greatest. I am going to attempt to make it with the air dry clay, but also I'm going to make a polymer clay version, so you'll get to see me make this cake twice in the video, and hopefully it'll make it a little bit more entertaining. So now without further ado, let's get on into creating the little cakes. What in the world? What is going on? Now without further ado, let's get on into making the little cakes. This is the Surprise Cake Mini Clay Kit by Fashion Angels. First things first, we're gonna unbox the contents. I'm gonna show you everything that comes inside this kit. So you can see there are 5 colors of clay and a knife, instruction manual, this little papery cutout thing that you can use to decorate the scene. The instruction sheet is just 1 page front and back, but there is a lot of information on here and it explains exactly how to do every single step in color, which is nice. Just remember, don't eat that glitter, ladies and gents. Let's go ahead and open up the little clay packs. Oops. Hello. This is not supposed to be so hard. Do I need scissors? Maybe. It's so gooey. Yuck. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Initially, it's really goopy, but after being out for a few minutes, it's starting to become a little bit more workable. It's so stuck everywhere. As I'm trying to say, it's getting better. Or is it? I'm gonna put the white into the sandwich bag here and seal it. Make sure no air can get in. And I think the move with these is I'm going to just open them and let them kind of air out for a little bit so I don't have to deal with the sticky mess. Hold on. The yellow doesn't seem as bad. Oh no, I just got yellow in the blue. Now it's time to attempt to make this with the products that were included in the kit. But later, I'm going to make the same cake out of polymer clay. It's going to turn out a lot better, so please stay tuned, even though this is kind of a train wreck. So they give you a guide on how to divide the clay. It's not 100% perfect, but it's a good starting point. So I'm gonna put all the clay that I'm not using right away into a sandwich bag. I probably should have used a bigger one because if they stick together, then the colors will mix, as you saw earlier. But anyway, I just have pink, yellow, blue, and purple out right now, which is 4 out of the 5. So I'm rolling them all into these circular wheel shapes, basically. Moved on to yellow and then pink, so now they're all that shape, and we have a little bit of out of focusness going on. Excuse the camera. I'm using the cap of a gel pen to create a hole in the middle of each wheel, so now they're really wheels. By the way, wheels are doors, wheels are doors. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? If so, comment below. I like interesting, like random, kind of useless debates like this, but it's really popular on TikTok, so wheels are doors. Which team are you on? Anyway, so now it looks kind of like a donut instead of a layer cake, but don't worry, it's gonna be a cake. I don't think you would be worried. Anyway, I'm stacking these one on top of the other. They kind of look like Fruit Loops, actually. Then I'm sticking the gel pen all the way through to try to stick them together and get them to be more cake-like. Right now, they kind of just look like a bunch of Lifesaver gummies. And by that, I mean that you can tell where one ends and the other begins. It's not completely flat on the outside, if that makes sense. Like, there's little ridges on the cake, and I don't want that. Getting the white out now, and I'm going to roll that into a flat piece. This is not very easy because you have to stretch it to fit over this entire thing. And I think that they told me to make the cake a little bit too big. Maybe the white should have been a little bit bigger, but they said to use this. So I tried it, and there's just kind of a lot of issue happening where you can see the colors peeking through the white of the frosting, and that's not supposed to happen on a professional looking layer cake, you know? But the show must go on, so here I am gathering little balls, creating little balls out of each color, not the white. The white is in high demand, limited supply, so no, it has to show up on the cake though, and we don't want white sprinkles on white frosting, even though in a rainbow mix you do get white. So I'm placing these along the bottom of the cake and making them zigzaggy. If there was a line connecting them, it would be like a zigzag pattern basically. So one up, one down, one up, one down. I realize that this is looking absolutely awful. It reminds me of the expectation versus reality bakery memes, or like if you bake your own cake and you want it to look like something off of Pinterest. Yeah, this is definitely not what it should look like. So I attempted to cut it with a clay blade, the metal one that I have. That doesn't work on air dry clay, which I did show in the sushi episode. Same problem there. So I used the plastic knife that came with the kit, and this is what happened. Everything flattened out. All of my work, all of my shaping, completely just poof. Oh, it looks like steaming hot mozzarella cheese when you pull a slice of pizza out of the box. Then I decided to try to freeze it, even though I already messed it completely up. It doesn't really work much better. It is slicing so you can see the layers inside, but you know, it's just a lost cause. Okay, so now I'm going to redeem myself by using Polymer clay, which is an oven bake clay, and I'm using the same colors that are in the kit so I can get it as close to what it shows on the box as possible. So I'm doing all the same steps at the beginning. I rolled the blue out into that wheel shape, doing the same with the yellow, the pink, and the purple. I'm actually going to skip the step where I cut the hole in the middle of each one because I just think that it's just not necessary. I could do that at the end or just not do it at all. At my mom's, I found some sort of weird cooking tool that probably got sent to us in the mail for free. I don't really know what this does. Maybe it measures pasta. Is that what it does? Like 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups of spaghetti possibly? This actually was the perfect size circle just to make sure that they're all the same width and or diameter, whatever. I used a needle tool to trace the circle, and then I used my blade to perfect that as best as I could basically and make it as round as possible. Then I repeated that for the other 3 colors and made them as close in size as possible, but some are a tiny bit thicker than the others. Still, this is probably as good as I can get it. And already, look at it, they are looking so much better. It's like so much more smooth on the outside around. This time, it looks like a smooth tube or cylinder instead of one with a bunch of rolls. I'm doing the white in 2 steps instead of just draping it over. On top, I put this thinner circle, and then I rolled out a shape that now reminds me of a maxi pad, but this is going to go around as the frosting after I trim some off the top because it is a little bit too tall. Handy dandy blade coming in clutch here. Got to do a couple more trims so it fits nice and neatly around, and then I'm going to just join the seams after I trim off the bottom. Oh wow, yeah, I had to trim a lot, but so much easier than doing the air dry. So I am trying to just flatten the seams and make everything blend together. Then I believe I put this in the freezer for a little bit. Did I? Maybe not. Then I'm going to cut a slice out, and this cake is a little bit tall, so again, I did get the dimensions kind of off. However, I think that even though this slice is not looking the greatest when I take it out and I trimmed off some more, I think that this again looks way better than the melted mess that was the air dry layer cake. Each color is going to be marbled with white, so I have the purple, pink, blue, and yellow, and this is a really cool effect. So all of these are going to be littler balls on top of the cake to be kind of sprinkles or just you know, decoration. And I'm gonna pile those on like so. Decorated around the bottom with these little sprinkles. And then I'm going to texture. This really brings it to life by just creating all these little pulls and tears and dots in the cake part, so it actually has a contrast between the frosting. Then I preheated the oven to 275. Depending on the brand of polymer clay you're using, it may be a different temperature. 275 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. I put mine in for about 17-18 minutes. It says 15 per 1/4 inch of thickness, I believe, which mine is a lot thicker, but it worked fine. I let it cool completely, and then I am doing this final step with acetone nail polish remover and Q-tips. I am going to remove all of those pesky dust particles from the frosting. And another cool thing about this, aside from making it look nice and clean, is that it actually adds texture to the frosting and makes it look like you spread it with one of those frosting spatulas instead of it just being completely flat. So I really like this effect. Here are the finished product shots. I put it on the cake stand. I experimented with putting the little paper elements from the kit in the background. There's a surprise party card, a placemat, a cute napkin. I never textured the slice from this. I kind of was over it and didn't feel like it, not gonna lie. But here's a comparison between the air dry pieces. They look real cute. Just kidding, they're a mess. The last thing I'm going to do is try to match it as close as I can to the picture on the box and make it actually an exploding surprise cake. So for this, I used the glitter that came in the box, and I'm going to sprinkle that a little bit. Then I added a ton of the balls inside like so. And I didn't bake them, so I'm not going to be able to keep it like this. I'm going to have to take all the balls away after, but I thought it turned out pretty cool and looks almost exactly like the image on the front. Also, the air dry clay has been sitting in a bag since December, and it's turned into some really crispy pieces. I don't know if I'm going to continue this series or not. I might just move on to creating my own clay things instead, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please ring the bell to turn notifications on. That way you will never miss a new video here on my channel, and leave me a comment below, thumbs up, all that fun stuff. I'm gonna link more videos below and in the iCard up in the corner. How did I suddenly forget which corner it is? This way. Up in the corner. I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye. Ring the bell so you never miss a new channel here never miss a new channel here on my video.